to quickly go through what we have on the front page of the dailies for you. And I have the daily graphic, so I'm going to get into it. On the front page of the daily graphic, we have making country self-sufficient will build robust economy. This is the president speaking. Electric poles vandalized in Kroboland. And he has a picture there. Some electric poles being hacked down by unscrupulous persons. The Office of Special Prosecutor.
I can't wait for the day that somebody will be caught and jailed for that.
Yeah. No, by this one, they will find people very soon. You see, you can't continue doing this thing forever. The Office of the Special Prosecutor recovers 1.074 million Ghana cedis from La Bianca Company. Emotional, spectacular scenes at Intim's Thanksgiving service. And these are the headlines on the front page of the daily graphic.
Yes, absolutely. And we've got the Ghanaian Times. Right on the front page, military police deployed to maintain peace. UG students run amok, set car ablaze, take away bust of Mensa Saba. And that's on page 3 of the Ghanaian Times. Terrible story by all standards, and we'll be getting a little more into that from 8 o'clock. We also have President appoints Edward Asumeni as Acting National Security Coordinator. That's on page 23 of the Ghanaian Times. Ghana leader in food security in Africa. And this is something that was said by the U.S. ambassador to the UN. You can read that story on page 17 of the Ghanaian Times. Gold Coast refinery certified to participate in global jewelry industry. That's on page 10 of the Ghanaian Times.
All right. I have the Chronicle, and it says here, the big headline is confusion over NTHC lands at East Legon Hill. Some clients say they don't have access to the lands, but estate company denies claim. New regions have brought government closer to the people. This is coming from the president. Saboteurs cut down ECG poles in Krobo Enclave. And we have Wengam heads Assemblies of God, Ghana. That story is about our own pastor, radio pastor here,
yes.
Reverend Wengam.
Big congratulations to him.
Yes, absolutely.
It's no mean feat.
I'm telling you. And then a scripture for today on the front page of the Chronicle. It says, Proverbs 21 verse 6, the getting of treasures by a lying tongue is a fleeting vapor and a snare of death.
Look, I have to say, I love these.
Oh, yeah.
These biblical quotes.
Very interesting scriptures.
They really do, which are very relevant to the times. The Finder on the front page, IGP urges churches to invest in security technology. And there's a picture here of Dr. George Akufo-Dampare, the IGP. That's on page 13 of the Finder. I think it's an important call to make. We can't joke with security these days. Upper East gets 37.6 million euro water project. And there's a picture of the president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, drinking some water from a glass. Yeah, I suppose it's from whatever the project is producing. And he was there to launch another story that we'll talk a little bit more about as the show progresses. That's on page 8 of the Finder. And then also we have Ghana to host largest international petroleum conference. And there's a picture of Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid there, and that's on page 2 of the Finder. All
right, the Inquisitor has these headlines. Gunshots at Ekropong as chieftaincy dispute is on. We have Energy Minister exposes Jinapo over false 7 billion judgment debt alarm. We have tensions at Ministry of Health as principals fight HR department. These and more headlines on the front page of the Inquisitor.
Okay, let's take the new Crusading Guide. And we have here, U.S. appreciates Akufo-Addo's leadership. And you can read more about that on pages 3 and 10 of the new Crusading Guide. There's a picture there with the most recent U.S. ambassador to Ghana there. The president, of course, is there with some other officials from both divides. Akufo-Addo commissions Northeast YAA multipurpose office, and you can read that also in the new Crusading Guide. Tension mounts at Ministry of Health as principals accuse HR director of dishonesty. And then Minerals Commission reports exonerates Elembele DCE. If you remember that story, if you haven't, I mean, you can find a lot about it on citinewsroom.com. Go see what's been happening there. It had to do with the magistrate's residence relocation. And then Edward Asumeni appointed as National Security Coordinator.
All right. The Today newspaper has the main headline here is GN Bank Saga, receivers staff run away, causing financial loss continues. These and other headlines on the front page of the Today newspaper.
Republic Press, NDC blows hot air over EC's no Ghana card, no vote directive. And that's a huge conversation that's ongoing as to whether or not the Ghana card should be the only means of identification when we go to the polls in 2024 and whenever else that must be necessary. President shakes up national security apparatus, and that's on page 3. And then woman jailed 10 years for killing lover over grass cutter soup.
Wow.
Grass cutter soup.
Yeah.
If that was ever a crime of passion,
that's how cheap we
you
get.
must be really passionate about food or very hungry.
Just cheap.
And that's on page 3 of the Republic Press. Then we also have 2 robbers jailed 20 and 10 years in hard labor. Man electrocuted to death for attempting to steal ECG cables in Kumasi. And then Northeast RCC gets administration block. That's what the Republic Press has for us this morning.
On the front page of the Anchor, the main headline here says, tension escalating at GS over deputy boss as overage regional directors are still at post on contract. Others are frustrated. These and other headlines on the front page of the Anchor newspaper.
Okay, so, I mean, lots of dailies. Maybe something from the BNFT?
Yeah, so we have the BNFT here. Treasury building up cash buffers. And we also have Ghana in GH aims to trigger 1 million arrivals blueprint. So the idea here is to have more tourists coming through the country. These and other headlines on the front page of the BNFT.
Okay,
Fantastic.
Let's quickly take a look at something from citinewsroom.com. We starved because our parents said food was a curse. Son of couple found dead in their home. I mean, absolutely harrowing story that came through last week of a couple that were found deceased in their home. Citi News got to speak to one of the children, and I mean, I look forward to see how that story unfolds. Very sad story. Gender Minister nominee others to be vetted 2 weeks before Parliament resumes. EduWatch calls for an interdiction of Duadaso SHS head teacher over exam malpractices. And then we have here as well, we will revive and revitalize economy, says the president, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo. And then also Yilo Krobo MCE to petition ECG over power cuts. And you can get more news, of course, on citinewsroom.com.
Yeah.